Guys, the Chicken's here bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, very excited. We got Mr. Opdestroy on the horn. Mr. OP, he was just doing a stream, so make sure you check that out. We're going to be talking about some of the things that he covered in there. So what we're going over today, guys, is the newest meta that has arrived. And we're just going to go over attacking, I think, for the most part. We'll touch a little bit on defense, but the defense hasn't really changed that drastically. The biggest thing being the introduction of shock launchers and a couple key placements we've made. Actually, this one probably the most important. AOP, this flamethrower guy right over here.
Oh yeah, it's hot over there, man. It is hot.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about why that's so important?
All right, guys. Look, for ER, it is a base race. You can't argue that. It's a base race. Or you're done. So what you need to do here is Chicken has his ERs kind of spread out like the way I did it in my stream, and it's supposed to buy you time to clear their base and cause them to take a little bit more time, because since it's a base race, guys, it does come out of time and you want the best time. So in this instance here, you have the flamethrower on the left-hand side for when your heavy choppers, rocket choppers, whatever the opponent brings to the table, they all focus on that. And any heavies it poops out, yeah, it will get fried, and they move up, and then they just get wrecked. With Chicken's shock launchers, heavy chopper rushes aren't going to work as you know, they're just not going to work that great.
Yeah, exactly. So for full transparency, I guess, let's take a look at the Chicken's tech tree here. So the key to this strategy is to have the troop damage. When you get the troop damage, it really kind of shifts the meta, and you're going to be facing a lot more bases that are kind of set up like this. So I wanted to go ahead and just cover it anyways, but I was actually having a little bit more success when I was using all heavy choppers, but I feel like that's not, you know, that's just kind of because I'm in kind of a weird place, I guess, with the stars and matchmaking and the tech tree stuff. I feel like that's not really relevant to a bunch of other people, but this definitely is. So I'm gonna kind of stumble through it here. OP's gonna help me, and we're just gonna go over the attack strategies just like we were. So how do we set it up, OP? Let's just start from square one here.
Well, guys, if you don't know, I don't have Zookas unlocked, so I made it to rank 20 today with just heavy chopper, rocket chopper, offensive meta.
So it works.
So yeah, exactly. So it does work, guys. You don't need to have Zookas, although they are beneficial. But heavy chopper, rocket chopper will get you on point to rank 20. And the way to do this is you're dropping your heavy choppers and your rocket choppers about a second or two delayed after that drop of the heavy choppers, and you let them go to Pound Town. Now with Chicken not having the extra troop damage 50%, it's going to set him back 50%, right, Chicken? Yep. Your damage is just, your DPS is just not going to be 50% stronger than other opponents.
Pixel perfect with all the drops. So it's basically just 4 heavy choppers, 4 rocket choppers, Everspark. Now with Everspark, it's important to pick the hack. You don't want to bring the critter swarm. The hack's actually going to come into play a little bit later on in the battle, is where we're going to use it. So we'll go over the drops now. This is kind of a different base setup, but it should technically work the same way. So essentially, I'll just kind of take over OP and correct me as we go.
Yeah,
essentially, you just want to throw out Everspark first. She's the slowest. Yep. Throw out your heavy choppers pretty well right after. And then we want to come in with the rocket choppers, and from there on this base, we don't really have to do a whole lot in terms of the landing. They kind of spread and fan out how we like them to. But what we will do is we'll use extra GBE to take down things that are going to get in our way, like boom cannons,
nice,
or shock launchers, or things like that are just going to be a bit of a headache and cause us some issues. But other than that, it's just a free clear for the most part, right?
Right, and you can see, look at the nice line. Now, again, without that 50% troop damage, it's taking you a little bit longer to punch through those defenses.
Yeah.
But this is the way to kind of roll it, man. And, I mean, just, again, your single-point amplified boom cannons are going to be the most dangerous. Shock launchers, you can't really be afraid of those because they don't target flying troops. So you're good there. And if you can hack with Sparky on a shock launcher, it provides a shock on defenses for you guys. It'll shock its own defenses. So, you know, we don't have the shock bomb yet, but we have shock launchers that will turn on their friends if necessary.
Exactly. Okay.
So now this is about time you probably want to start hacking stuff. So I'd wait for that mortar to go down. And
I did use the first hack OP on a boom cannon. I don't know.
Hack again. You'll get another boom cannon.
Yeah, I don't think I got a shot off, but
there you go. There you go. That's what you want. Yeah, so it's really nice when you can hack a boom cannon next to an ER because it starts hitting the ER for you, and it's really nice.
Yeah, and the shock launchers, they're really not that they're really not that big of a deal. Now, the shock launchers are definitely one of the better defenses that you can get this season, but they're not that, they don't attack flying troops, obviously, right? So, I mean, sure, they're going to shock the heavies on the ground, but the heavies on the ground, they're just dummies for the most part anyways. We just want to protect the rocket choppers. That's the whole purpose of this.
Right, absolutely. Now, again, you're struggling on time to get through this because, again, you're lacking that 50% troop damage, but nonetheless, you can see how it's playing out. So now at this point here, when you kill that next DR, man, you want to save GBE, throw some critters out, and gung-ho that last DR.
Yeah.
So
this
that's
is weird. This is the first attack we've done where we actually...
looking good on.
Well, now, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say we have a lot more troops left over at the end, but...
Well, let's just hope Kratos' loss there is fizzling and fizzling out.
You never, he
might... So what I would do here is once you get that get that ER, throw a critter box on that cannon just above that, or actually on the machine gun in the back. On the machine gun in the back, when that ER goes down, and then flare it, and then just keep throwing critters out. So flare that other one now, and just get flare there. Now critter box or something. And I'm hoping you have the GB Bart if you need to.
I'll kill all the critters.
Okay, that's fine. You're gonna kill.
There we go. Oh, we did it! We did it!
Now it looks like Kratos lost there. Might have fizzled but dizzled out, but 1-6, my friend. Look at that chicken, guys, representing.
Guys, I mean, we're bringing you the good info here. I do appreciate it. I'm just going to throw it out there. If you use the code CHICKEN in the shop, and if it doesn't work, what you can always do, a good tip for using the code OP is you can just type in Opdestroy, instantly delete it, of course, and then retype chicken, and you should be good to go.
I love it, man. I love it.
Okay, he's still going here. What's going on?
Dude, 33 seconds left, bro.
He's got one rocket left on the... So it was good to put that one over there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so this is essentially... this is what we're going to be seeing a lot of. It's new right now, but within a day or two, you're going to be very sick of it, of course. That's kind of how it works in Season 9 here. But look at this, man. 10 seconds left, and he's still driving away at the last engine. He did get it, so I mean, hats off to Mr. Kratos.
Yeah, but the plan though is to keep them attacking for a long time, and he sure was attacking for a long time, dude.
Yeah, that worked out really well. So let's just kind of quickly. I feel like we covered everything pretty well there. Let's just go over different base setup. So that one was kind of different. It actually worked out really well for the style of attack we were doing, because he kind of had his base like it was really like long and narrow versus like the typical like clustered bases that we see. So what would be the like? I guess there's not really a lot of differences, right, in the style of base design. Like
well, no, all I did was just grab the top left ER up there and moved it to the top left, sprinkled a few awesome defenses around it, and considered it done, son. And then that was it.
So, but on these ones, you see right here when we're starting out the attack, we go up and around the left side. Do you want to go over why we do that, OP?
Yeah, well, this, guys, isn't probably the best example here because, one, he delay dropped his rocket choppers too heavy. Second error here is that flare shouldn't go on the corner there like that. It needs to go center, aligned with the ER on the far left there, just above that sniper tower. And if you get all your
here.
No, chicken, on the left side, on the far where all your stuff is on there, the center of that alley, but aligned with the ER up, just kind of eyeball.
Oh,
right?
I see. So more like over here.
Yeah, so you like that white line up there that's aligned with your ER. So you flare there.
It's close. Like we're kind of splitting hairs here, but it's not centered perfectly.
So you would flare there, and then once your heavy choppers, rocket choppers got there, you would flare that ER above the sniper tower, and you'd have the heavy choppers and the two rocket choppers killing that. Now, while you flare there, the heavies that are pooping out from the heavy choppers will come around a long way to get to that ER. But by the time that ER gets taken out, you would flare right away to that ER next up there at the top left next to those two sniper towers.
Which is kind of what I did. It's a little, second time doing it. It was a little, I made some mistakes, but I mean, you understand it with OP explaining in the background as it's going.
Yeah, so you would flare that ER because they're all about right there, and then
instantly move over to the next one.
Yes, and then
I did that because I felt like the rocket choppers were in a bad position, but we didn't need to. We should have just flared on to where the flare is now. So,
yeah, you don't need the rocket choppers. You only need it for the initial damage, chip damage on that first ER just to get them through there. Right. Again, with 50% more troop damage, it's going to be a lot.
And then from this point, we're free clearing or we're flaring?
No, you're flaring ERs, man.
Flaring
No,
ERs.
guys, this will work beautifully with no shock launchers. Your opponents cannot have shock launchers for this to work out beautifully.
Right, because you're just getting all the heavies to just kind of swarm up, and you got so many of them, you can just go to engine to engine.
Right. So this was just a poor example, but it could work.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I'm sorry, man. I just think.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. That was good, I think. So, yeah, was there anything else that you wanted to go over here? I think we covered it pretty well. It's all about this flamethrower, guys. It's all about this flamethrower. this flamethrower right here. If you disregard everything else in the video and just put a flamethrower there, you're gonna win.
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
It's as simple as that. OP, thank you for coming on, man. As always,
You're welcome.
guys, thank you so much for watching. That is gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one. Guys, chicken out. Back.